Lucas is a beta. Have you ever actually seen him talk? Yes.
Yes, I have seen George Lucas talk. It's painful.
Speaking of something non-painful, we're going to watch House on Haunted Hill tonight. I know I gave you guys a vote, but this is not a democracy.
Also, please watch your ears. Because you're about to hear a lot of screaming.
Yeah. I love this opening.
It is a very good opening to a horror movie. William Castle knew how to make something that was entertaining.
This used to go back into theaters for like one night only. I'd actually pay the money to go see it.
There are some theaters around here that'll put stuff like this back in for like a night or two during Halloween season.
We used to have an art theater in town that would do this kind of stuff, but then they got really, really up their own ass artsy.
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry.
This is a fun
May I
thing.
introduce myself? I'm Watson Pritchard. In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
The booze were just that good in the house. Again, very simplistic. That is an actual place, though.
I'm Frederick Lauren, and I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
There you go.
If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000.
I'll do it.
Or your next of kin in case you don't
Just
survive.
give me booze.
No, I want the
but
money.
Here come our other guests.
Well, no. I'm just saying I'll stay in the house, but you just got to give me liquor.
It was my wife's
I'll sleep
idea
through
to
half
have
of
our
the shit.
guests come in funeral cars. She's so amusing.
Or Quaaludes.
Her
I'll
sense
take
of humor
Quaaludes.
is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the hearse. It's
dubbing?
empty now,
What do you mean?
but
This is...
after
this
a
wasn't
night in
dubbed.
the house on Haunted Hill.
No, this was not
Who
dubbed.
knows?
This was an American production.
This
You
is
might
Lance
have a
Schroeder,
little bit of
test
ADR
pilot.
with those scenes
So no
just
doubt a
because of the
brave
overlay, but
Don't
this
you think you can
and
be
the
much
narration
braver
from
if you're
Vincent
paid
Price.
for it?
But
And I
this
happen
was
to know that
filmed
Lance
with
needs the
normal
10,000
audio.
I'll give him, if he's brave enough to stay all night. This is Ruth Bridges. You've
I
no
love
doubt
those
read her
cars.
column in the newspapers.
Yep,
She
old
says her
50s
reason for
cars,
coming to the
sedans.
party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate
She looks like
for
that
money,
bitchy aunt that would just scream at you
gambles.
for not taking off your shoes.
You've already met
Or if
Watson
you use the wrong
Pritchard,
fork.
a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life to spend another night here. I wonder why.
Dude, 10 grand is
Says
not
for
worth it.
money.
You could sell that house for more money.
This is Dr. David Trent, a psychiatrist.
He is not a smart man. Also,
claims that
I
my
wonder what
ghost
10
will
grand
help
back
his work
then
on
would have
hysteria.
equaled out to nowadays.
But don't you see a
Let's
little
find out.
touch of greed there?
So this has been 10 grand
Love
in
died.
1959.
This is Nora Manning.
Yep.
I picked her from the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000 more than most. Supports her whole family.
Go lay down.
Isn't she
Go lay down.
pretty? The party's starting now,
Okay.
and you have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
Do you want to know what $10,000 in 1959 is worth today?
Yes.
$102,000.
What? I mean,
That's what I'm looking at it right now.
I would still totally
This
do it.
this is today, literally 2023, because it's the inflation calculator.
Damn. And I would have just done it for the 10,000.
Yeah.
I love the architecture of this house.
It is, and I can't tell if it's a miniature in some of these shots. I think it is.
I know they did get shots of the actual house that this is. This is like an artist's house or something.
The closing gate is just...
I mean, you gotta go all in if you're gonna claim the house is haunted.
And everybody just seems okay with this.
Because money.
Yes. Written by Rob White. Like I said, this film was directed by William Castle, who was known for a lot of movie gimmick films in the 50s and 60s. He also directed another Vincent Price movie known as The Tingler, which is it's actually very infamous in terms of the things they used to do in theaters, because what they would do is the whole movie is basically centered around this idea that Vincent Price finds this creature called a tingler, which is supposed to latch on to your back, basically. And when they were doing the theaters, they actually put these little vibrating devices in the seats. So there's a blackout moment in that film where Vincent Price talks to the audience, says, "The tingler is loose in the audience. Watch out, you may feel it on your backside," or something like that. And these random people in the crowd would get these little, they wouldn't know about it. They would get these little vibrations in their seat, and they would think the monster was in the theater with them. They also did something, I think it was for this movie, where they actually made people sign waivers in case they had a heart attack during the movie.
They also have this scene in this. Do we want to talk about it now or wait till it shows up?
Which scene are you talking about?
I'm talking about when they use the skeleton in the theater.
Oh, I mean, it's a haunted house movie. You're gonna see. We all know there's gonna be skeletons, among other things. Also, can you hire some housekeepers? Really, there's cobwebs right when you walk in the door.
Yeah, but you gotta keep the cobwebs. You know, it makes the haunting stuff look more authentic. So
no, I don't.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say what they would do for this movie is they'd actually set up a skeleton that would walk across, quote unquote, walk across the theater and scare people.
Are we all strangers to each other?
And I really
Don't
okay.
you know each other?
You're gonna grab a shower. It's gonna be like 10 minutes. We're not pausing. You should have done it before.
Is Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No,
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I don't know him.
Man has a look like he's a scared mouse and he's just gonna run every time he's on screen.
Millions.
You know what's really funny is if you think that the guy there, the one that you just saw, the one that looks like a mouse, I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head, but if you think that this is actually the prequel to Messiah of Evil, his character makes so much more sense.
Wasn't he also in Star Trek?
Everybody was in fucking
I was
Star
about to say, yeah, never mind.
I think he was, but you may also be confusing him with the guy that played Piglet, because they do.
Yeah, no, he looks a little bit like him, but he's taller than the Piglet guy.
He looks a little bit like him, and he sounds a little bit like him, but he has a little bit of a deeper voice. And we made sure to put an X on the ground so she knew where to stand to not die.
He's like, dang it, I'm gonna have to pay these people.
That's why I'm giving them guns.
Don't spoil the guns for them.
I'm not spoiling the method of delivery.
Annabelle.
And now we get to see what the dysfunctional marriage is. Also, if you wanted to know where the Annabelle doll came from. I'm joking.
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles.
This actress had way too much fun in this role.
Vincent Price and this woman are very good at playing a married couple that hate each other.
Outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
You ever notice Vincent Price always gets the hot chicks?
The spend the night ghost party was your idea.
Are you shocked?
Since it's going to cost me $50,000.
I've actually never looked up what his real wife looked like.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests.
I had a hairbush like that
Well,
one.
they're strangers. Why none of our friends?
Friends? Do we have any friends?
No, your jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From
Yeah, now that I think about it, I've
psychiatrist
never seen. I gotta look up Vincent Price's wife too.
Drunk to jet
There's 3 of them.
Holy
they share
shit,
one
man!
thing: they all need money.
Let's
see if they're
were they
brave
all
enough to earn
actresses?
it.
And you call this a party?
Edith
Could
Barrett,
be.
actress,
Why
Broadway.
do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Okay, second
Never
act,
does.
second wife.
Would you
He did not
guarantee
waste
that?
any time going in between these two.
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Make a good headline. Playboy
Second wife was
kills
a costume
wife with
designer.
champagne cork.
Again, Broadway.
Will you join me?
No, thank you.
And last wife,
Just a sip might improve
Looking at
your
him with his
Act-
last wife, they look
My
really
humor
cute
is
together.
fine, thanks.
Actress
And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that.
Macbeth. Which kind of makes sense. That's where Vincent Price got his start,
You'll
was
enjoy the
on
party
Broadway.
more.
Well, in
He's
I shouldn't say on
Shakespearean
Broadway.
trained.
Yeah, he's classically trained, but he toured with Orson Welles' theater company. That was where he got his start, and he also was not a leading man until he
And
hit
I'm not
film.
going to the party,
He was always a
All my
supporting
wives
character
are
on
the
stage.
least agreeable.
but still alive.
Would you go away for $1 million tax-free? You want
Man
it
knew
all,
how to pick
don't you?
women.
I deserve it all.
Hey,
Your jealousy is
no, technically the casting director knew how to pick women. If you're talking
Possessiveness
about
is
her.
maddening.
I meant his wives, but yeah, we'll go with that one
A
too.
man had grounds for
Also, this
remorse.
is in the 50s. That may actually be real
I
liquor.
can't prove them.
The time will come.
Vincent Price
You'll
demanded
slip
real
up one of
liquor
these
in all of
days.
his movies.
Think so?
If I live long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes. Arsenic on the
I don't
wall.
remember eating mercury.
Annabelle. You'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Why
Imagine
do I
that marriage. Oh, haha, I survived your poisoning this week, dear.
Sounds like the Addams Family, just like more bitter.
Hanging is very uncomfortable. In case you get any more ideas.
No, they'd be poisoning with love in it. This
Hang on a
is-
second. Hang on a second.
Disturb you, darling.
Perfect casting that never happened.
The
Vincent
only
Price
girl
as
in
Gomez
the house.
Adams.
And don't sit up
Yes.
all night.
He has the
Wait to get rid of
mustache.
me.
He does,
Makes wrinkles.
but he's a little
He
too
just-
tall.
He is a little too tall, but I feel like if you use some perspective tricks, you can get past that.
That would have been amazing. Sounds like the Clintons. Well, where do you think they got the idea of how to do what they do?
Motherfucker, why do you keep knives? Why do you keep cutlery in the Ottoman? You're just asking to kill people.
Funny thing
He's
is, the
hoping he
heads
can
have
stab
never
a
been
ghost.
found. Hands and feet and things like
You know,
that.
there is a craft service table, I'm
heads.
sure, just off screen. You could have just
The
gotten it
wife,
from there,
probably
man.
in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then carried away by his
Yeah, this is
hysteria,
before
took a
Savini
swing
could
at him
just
and
run
simply
over and
went on
steal
from
shit.
there.
She certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Purdue?
1959. I don't even
Only
remember
two.
if. No, he would have been
Her
born
husband and
by
her
then because he was in
sister. No one
Vietnam.
else was
But
here.
So
He
there
probably
are
would have been
some
like
loose
10.
heads just floating around in here somewhere?
You can hear them.
He
at
still
night.
would have somehow found his
They
way on
whisper to
set,
each other.
stolen the stuff, just didn't know why he was doing it.
probably.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly.
Lady, mix
What
your
will
own
you
drink,
have?
Jesus.
Also, old chandeliers with lit candles behind there. This
This is-
entire room is lit with
I'm your
candles.
host,
It's a fire trap.
Frederick Lauren. Since
And
we're
in a
all
house
strangers
with no
to each
windows
other, let's
or-
get acquainted with the
And metal
basics.
doors.
Mr. Lawrence.
You lock people in a furnace, you just
advise
didn't
you
light
to
it.
Call this party off now. The ghosts
Are we
are
sure an
already
Italian
moving,
didn't
and
direct
that's a
this movie?
bad sign.
Let me apologize
No,
for my
William
wife's
Castle was not
enjoyment.
Italian, although I'm sure they were very jealous of him since he was an exploitation
I
master.
Now, before the party
Yes, as in the
begins,
Friday the 13th
let's
guy.
go over the
Yes.
details.
What?
The caretakers will
People
leave
were
at
asking me if that's the
midnight,
Savini we're talking about.
locking
Yes,
us
he
in
used to
here
like to
until
raid
Yeah.
they come back in
the craft
morning.
stable for special effects
Once
stuff.
the door is locked, there's no
Yeah,
way
to
out.
give a little bit of a
Windows
context
have
on that,
bars for the
Tom
jail
Savini
crowd.
explained
The only
on
door to
multiple
the
occasions, if you ever
outside
watch
locks
interviews with
like
him,
a vault.
that a lot of
No
his gore
electricity,
effects were basically
no
just
phone,
taking leftovers
no
from
one
lunch,
within
putting them
miles.
inside a plaster mold of
So,
somebody's head
nobody
or other
called for
body
help.
part and then blowing them apart with a shotgun.
Like a coffin.
And mixing in a bunch of fake blood.
So if any
Tony,
of
if you wanna
decide
know if
not
a
to
movie's
stay
public
for the
domain, you
party,
have
must
Google.
let me know before
We
midnight.
don't know
Yeah,
offhand about all the movies that are in public domain.
We have a site here that we've been looking up on. If you
I'm
just look it up on
interested in your
Google, just say
reasons for
list of
this,
public domain movies, you'll probably get like
party.
3 or 4 websites. You can. I don't know
Pleasant
all of them. I
company.
only know a handful.
Ghosts, Doctor.
I
You
actually
know, the
didn't-
original Phantom of the
I
Opera is
think
public
everyone
domain.
wonders what
And
they
Yes,
yet I
it is.
still feel like
Star
Universal will
Jones.
come after our ass.
Oh yeah, they will.
And now
Because
my
they're still
wife
using
given
that
us all the
character for
opportunity
different
to
things.
find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us.
I'm the
genuine
voice
ghosts.
of reason out of this
7
group.
now. Maybe more before morning.
That's cheerful.
4 men. have
Savini
been
stole the
murdered in
original
this
Jaws animatronic. I can't prove it, but if I
3 women.
disappear after this
Friends or
statement,
party,
then you
they
know
will.
what happened.
4 of us are men, 3 are women.
He probably would have rescued
Good
it
for
too.
everybody.
Pritchard, why don't you take us on
So
a
once
tour
again,
through
for
the
those that are
house?
new, because we just got a raid, this is a public domain movie called House on Haunted Hills. We can't be hurt. We're taken off of Twitch. Please don't touch us. We need a logo for our public
See that
domain
stain?
movies.
This is also my favorite haunted house movie.
It is such a fun one. You know what? I kind of also like the remake, but the original is still the best.
I don't really like the remake.
It had its moments.
Your
I should say
ceiling
the
is
effects for it were fun.
Your ceiling is leaking ketchup.
Dang it, and I was hoping it would be mustard this week.
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Well, that must be what it is.
If your
Well,
roof
what
is
me?
leaking something like
Understand
that, you need a new
self-respecting
roof.
Why is
and
it-
an
why
exorcist.
is
I hope it doesn't come
But why
back.
is it red?
Mr.
That's my
Pritchard, you're the life
question.
of
It's
the
not.
party.
I mean, I know the movie's in black and white, but it's
Wasn't
supposed to
there
be
a man
blood.
who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house.
I want to know about the murder that happened in the bathroom.
Toaster in the tub.
Oh, come on, that one's so generic. The ghosts have to be more creative.
A ye old toaster in the tub.
We'll go with that.
All this
Or maybe it was
belongs
like the
to Mr.
ghost that we
Norton,
were playing where someone just possessed the
who didn't
toilet.
die here. He was
Yeah, that was
electrocuted
Rocco.
later.
That was the first thing he fucking went for. He knew exactly what he wanted to do.
He planned that out. And we kept
Yep.
getting shit
And
rolls
it-
on my
His
end.
wife didn't think it was
I mean,
any
hey, it
better.
worked out.
So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in.
And you kept the vat of
She was
acid.
supposed to stay
Yeah, that's
down.
my question.
Also,
But the
wouldn't
bones
that eat
came
away at the rest of the floor after a while?
It's a funny
No, if it's in a container that's non-reactive.
murders
If it's in
here were
glass,
just
it
ordinary.
won't react to anything on the outside
Just
unless something
shooting.
touches it.
thing. A stabbing.
It also depends
They've
on
all
how.
been
I mean,
so
this is also a
wild.
movie, so movie
Violent.
acid rules.
Different. God.
Oh, don't
Wait.
fall into the fucking acid
there's
vat
still
that's
acid
right
in
there.
there?
It's almost like acid gives off, fumes and shit. Maybe we
If that-
reseal the acid vat.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. If that is sulfuric acid, that entire house smells like shit.
Yeah.
No, because do you know what they use sulfuric acid for in normal everyday crap?
I know what sulfur smells like.
I know you know what sulfur smells like, but the thing is that if you have a very serious drain clog, especially with grease in buildings, they will use sulfuric acid to clear the clog, and you literally have to vacate the house for a day because it will smell like sulfuric acid.
I
in
love
the
the little
house for
mouse
at least 24
skeleton.
hours. God damn it!
Remember, it's supposed to eat everything but not bone.
It's dry and dusty down
Yeah,
there.
that's. I mean, it's for the effect, but yeah.
A cure
It also
for that
bleaches them.
upstairs. Come on.
It's a very effective acid.
It's basically has
Sulfur
the
does
same.
smell like rotten eggs, yes.
Yes.
Bye-bye,
does
Mickey.
Sul-
How'd you get invited to this party?
No.
You know, I wouldn't
Let's
be in the
stay
same
down.
room for this after that. You close the door on me, I'm going to kick you in the balls and get that door open.
Mr. Lawrence said everybody would get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made
That's
it
why you
look
read the
on
fine
phone,
print.
but nothing
And you
about
just go up
having
to your room and sleep the entire time.
Aren't you
I-
going to stay?
I'm gonna let the movie
Don't
play
know,
that out
it's
for you.
$10,000.
I know exactly what happens. I'm just saying that's what the smart person
I'm
would have
gonna
done.
stay too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
Never turn your back on a guy that stops you
I
from
don't
leaving
know.
the room. Exactly.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there. Or were they?
Don't they do psychological tests on pilots?
What are you going to do with your 10,000? If we get
I don't remember if they did that
What
back
do you mean
then.
if we get it? Won't he
I wonder
pay
if
us
this
we
movie's
stay?
the reason why they might have
it?
started.
Sure he will. 10,000
Probably
is no more to
not.
him than a nickel is to us.
It was probably too many pilots flying
We were in an
drunk.
automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen so many doors.
Doors and doors and more doors. What's behind door number 1? Tell him, Jimmy.
Closet?
Death! Yay! Aw. Are those
Not that
supposed to be
one.
wine barrels?
Yeah, they made that remark earlier because remember they were saying,
yeah.
"Oh, it's from
It's
a
just a
wine
weird
vat."
shaped wine barrel back there.
Yeah, no, those are the
Like it looked too
Look
small,
like
is
they
what I
have,
mean.
like- yeah, I know. It just doesn't look like they have like an actual like barrel house. It's like again, it's
Does it
just
go
a,
anywhere?
this is a sound stage, but still.
Nope, now you can leave the room.
Damn it! One attractive man here, and he's gonna get murdered in the basement. Is anybody here? No.
Oh, good, there's no one here. Wait, who said that?
Nobody. Hello, I'm here to be creepy.
And away she rolls. That actress had way too much fun.
I think that one was a dummy. Also, you can tell the cut in the middle.
Yeah, I was gonna say when they rolled her out, that was an actress. I think you're right. When they were backing her up, it was a dummy.
No. But here's the thing: is that it get cut midway through. So I have a funny feeling when they were pulling that back, one of those wheels got jammed once, and she fell over.
Oh, I hope not. That poor actress.
And they just didn't feel like no, when the dummy was on there.
Lance is gone, and there's a ghost.
Lance is dead.
Please, come on.
Look, Lance is dead.
Lance is gone.
For God's sake, woman, you're hysterical. Have a drink.
The cure for everything in that back then.
That motherfucker's already shit-faced, because you know he's the last one out of the room and he's walking half speed.
Huh?
Right.
They
That's convenient.
can't legally get an extension. Sony. He's asking about the copyright. Disney tried again to get the copyright a few years ago extended, and the judge literally told them they cannot legally do it again.
Must have bumped my head.
So they couldn't even if they
The only
wanted
way you
to.
could bump your head in here is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that.
Smash my head, damn it. Who are you?
It's okay, it's only a slight concussion. He'll be fine. Now let's drop him in the sulfuric acid.
It's okay. All you need is some blood thickeners and a good night's sleep.
He didn't bump his head.
No, I could have sworn he's also been on Star Trek. I'm gonna have to look this up.
He probably has. I just don't remember offhand in what role. I think now I think I do remember him from Star Trek. He played like a diplomat or something.
I'm gonna look it up. Give me 10 seconds. Thank you, cell phone.
Nora, when you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
I forgot he was on Alf.
It was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
He was on Twilight
Weren't you a
Zone
little
too. That's
frightened
where
at
I've
the
seen
time?
him before.
I remember the Twilight Zone.
That, Mr.
I think
Lawrence,
that was the one
is
with
hysteria.
But then,
Was that
Doctor,
the one
how do
where
you
you had the
explain
camera
what
that could
happened
take
to
pictures of the
Matt?
future?
Was that hysteria too?
Segment. Welcome to Winfield.
You better
that
get
my
chick-
Oh, that's a newer one. So that's
Thanks,
the
Doc.
86 one. Was he in the original? Hold on. He
I
must
think
have
he
been.
was. Yeah. Again, like Star Trek, most people were on that.
Wait for me in the hall.
There you go.
The ghosts are coming
We're
closer,
movie
Mr.
nerds.
Lawrence.
Also, welcome
Yeah.
to all of
Believe in
our
your
new
pet
people.
ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Yes, we are moving.
Before the night's over, you will.
Oh, right. He was on Batman too.
Would you like
So
a
was
drink,
everybody else.
Black?
He
Oh,
was on
thanks.
Star Trek.
Like one.
He was on one
Not
episode.
bad.
He was Cogley. Let's see the episode. You gonna tell me the episode? No, thank you, IMDb. You were so helpful.
Well, are you
What
really
would I
going
do
to
without
pay anyone
you?
who stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape?
He was in Rosemary's Baby?
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes.
I don't remember him.
No,
offhand.
apparently he was. Man, I need to see that movie again.
He was in
There you are,
Salem's Lot. He was in.
He's a good character actor.
Yeah, no, I mean, good. He's really good at just playing like a crazy person.
Because he's got the eyes for it.
SWAT, Starsky and Hutch, Police Story. Yeah, again, like most character actors, a lot of television.
Someone or something was in here when I came
Messiah
in.
of Evil.
Where?
Oh, he was in the Dick Tracy TV show too in 2
The door
episodes.
was locked.
I
How
still
did it
need to
get
get
out?
that box set.
What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
The Adventures of Superman.
No, I was so scared.
Yeah, Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, it was on the okay. Yeah.
I told you,
Cognitive.
I was trying to get the episode. It wouldn't give it to me.
Yes.
Dick Tracy 16. Where? No, there's a box set of all the Dick Tracy. No, I might have the cartoon because it has all the live action stuff and the.
Oh, now I remember the episode. Okay, if you click on when it says on the right hand side of the screen where it says like one episode and it's written in blue, that's a link.
Because it wasn't working for me. Which episode?
I remember who he is now. So you remember the episode where Kirk was going to get court-martialed for bringing Pike back to the fantasy planet?
Yeah.
He's the lawyer that Kirk goes to get to defend him.
Oh, Oh.
Cogley, the lawyer. That's where I remember him from, because I remember him in a black uniform, and that's what it was.
Here's the scene everyone remembers.
Yep! Oh, yeah!
I just love that. Whee!
I love
She
it.
gone!
It looks so stupid. It looks so stupid, but it's amazing. And I will still say, other than the jump scare in Exorcist 3, that is one of the most effective ones.
Whee! Granny be like, rolling on through.
Where'd it come from?
Do you hear something rolling? No.
We will do Dick Tracy too, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the old Dick Tracy stuff might be in public domain also.
I'm pretty sure the serials are.
Well, I'm gonna buy the DVD, so it'll work out anyway. I'll have to buy the DVD set. It's on my Amazon wish list.
Why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
How can I?
You tell me no one else saw Rolling Granny? Fuck off.
Nope. Apparently that grandma just rolled through that entire room outside and nobody saw. That they must have really greased the wheels on that dolly.
And yes, for those that are asking, she really was just on a dolly.
That was when she left the room. That was a dummy on a dolly.
I'm Annabelle Lauren.
It's wee.
You must be
Bitch,
Miss
I'm
Lanning.
out.
I'm Annabelle,
I
and this is my
very
doll.
unusual and I'm afraid very dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up?
It's so weird that no one ever just uses what the doll actually was.
Because you would get sued into oblivion.
Is that still, like, is the company that made Raggedy Ann still around?
This is your room.
Somebody definitely probably still owns the rights to it.
I doubt if I'll spend
Because
much
that's
time
what, for those wondering, that's what the original Annabelle was. It was just a Raggedy Ann doll. It was a giant Raggedy Ann doll. Which makes sense, actually, that thing was possessed if anyone's ever seen the movie.
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Because that was a weird movie.
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
No, I'm gonna say the brunette might have a bigger chest.
I just met him tonight.
So? Why you? What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Getting chased by
Well, I
Granny.
was in the cellar with Lance. Mr. Schroeder.
The doll, yeah, it's in.
I just left.
Last I checked, Raggedy Ann and he's still in copyright. Who still owns the copyright for those things? And thank Christ that they do, and they've never released anything else for those freaking dolls.
It might be the movie rights for it, to be honest.
I
'Cause
need
those-
that movie, that animated movie, to get re-released because it's such a weird movie.
Well, that's the thing, though, is I think that the movie rights came about for it well after the fact. So even though the toy itself might be in some form of public domain, I don't think the movie rights have graduated to that point yet. So that's probably why.
I'll say it again after the last going on 3 weeks. I fucking hate Barbie and any other form of doll.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot? You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on
If
the
I
head.
don't sell them, they're burning.
This bitch is trying to cheat on Vincent Price with this random dude.
Thank you, Mrs. Lauren.
I mean, she could do worse.
Annabelle Lance.
She could do worse, but you're married to Vincent Price. I know you hate him, but still.
Yeah,
mustache.
no, I wouldn't cheat on that either. I'd go with Vincent Price all the way.
Also probably because
You
if
were
you
with
did,
the
he
young
would
girl
probably
in
kill
the
you.
cellar. Why was she so upset?
Yeah, you know what?
Was she?
You know what movie I wish was in
And you
public
don't look like
domain
the
so we could
type to go
show it?
around bumping his head.
Hmm.
The Indomitable Mr.
Well,
Dr.
Nora thought
Phoebes?
she saw a
Phoebes?
ghost, but
How the
I
fuck
didn't
do you...
see
You know the movie I'm talking
She was
about.
just frightened then.
The really weird
And mad at
Vincent
me.
Price
I
one.
think I kidded her about it.
I know what one you're talking
I
about. I
won't
just
joke about anything else.
The
I
name is so hard to
don't
say.
want-
Now, don't tell me
Yeah,
you're taking
it's
all this seriously.
Phobebe, right?
Are
Yeah.
you?
Well,
Yeah.
It's one of
I
my
think it's
favorites to
fun.
watch, that one in the sequel.
I think it's Phoebes is actually how you pronounce that.
If I need help, may I count on you?
Chat knows what I'm talking. That we'll have to do on the
Sure,
other
I guess
channel,
so.
or the other side. That one's a fun
Look,
series.
what's
movie.
going on here?
You know what
anyway?
movie I wish was in
Where's
public
Withers'
domain?
party been?
What?
This is no
That
party.
fucking
you planned
batshit Amicus film that we watched called the Torture Castle of Dr.
Must be
Tar.
pretty big if he's going to lay out 50,000.
That thing is not in public domain.
No, it is not, because it was owned by Amicus Productions and was made in the 70s. Somebody owns that.
What for? He doesn't even know us.
If we slip them
Oh,
50
ooh,
bucks, can we
Exactly
show it?
why you're here.
If they agree to let
Can you
us
get
do
away
that for
with it?
$50.
Oh, he thinks that big money
They'd
like
probably
this
be
can
more
get
than
away
they've
with
made in that
anything.
movie in a long time.
You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died.
Also, she's had a nose job.
Lance,
This is
I don't want to join
1959. That must have been an ancient version of a nose job.
You mean he,
oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. 2 girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
I mean, this was the 50s. People lived hard.
Sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then.
So you know your husband is insane in jealousy and will kill people, and you're still going to try to bang a dude?
Yep,
would kill me.
because she likes the rush. Or she just wants to see random men die.
Little side A, little, the way her nose points. It's a little too far on one side.
Huh?
People were asking how I can tell about her nose job. I'm just assuming.
Are you well, she may have also had her nose broken
You're
at
missing
some
all the
point.
fun.
That's, I think, how you had to do
Or a
nose
man who's
jobs
almost
back
killed
then.
by a falling
Well, that's kind of how you have to
chandelier
do
and
nose
bashed
jobs
his
in
head.
general,
badly
but
hurt?
back then it may have
Saturday
just
night
been that
psychiatrist
she may have had her
Benjamin.
nose accidentally broken when
Do
she
you want
was
to go and
younger, and that's
console
just
him?
how it reset
Do
itself.
most men
True.
in your fashion.
Also, watching
Never mess with
somebody
a woman's hair.
Also, to be fair,
Elaborate
watching
nights
somebody
of
actually
wine.
pop their nose back into
That's
place
right.
after it's been broken is
You
fun.
didn't marry me, dear. I married you.
Ah, no, I'm good. It's the sound that always gets me the
Hurry up.
most.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your
Yeah, that
party.
that bone breaking
Yeah.
sound, even though it's
It's not
cartilage,
my
yeah, that
body,
always
but
fucks with me
yours.
too.
And you are.
Although for
going.
some reason I still love watching MMA to see people get the shit beat out of them.
You ready, dear?
Because it's entertaining.
No.
It is
You're not
entertaining.
Ready, dear.
Yes.
Hey, look, they're getting paid good money to go in there and
Don't be as
freaking
much as
dismantle each other.
No. All you want to be is a lovely widow.
You want to give me like $2 million? I'll step into a ring and get roundhouse kicked in the face. That's all it's
Then
going to
your
be,
party will
but
really
it'll
begin.
happen.
Yeah, I'm talking about the weird Raggedy Ann,
wonder how it
the
is.
animated movie. Sorry about the barking, guys. The other doggos over by my door being a pain in my ass.
The surprise.
Go away. Why am I saying that to a deaf dog? It worked.
Peace of mind.
Yeah.
It's close to midnight, Lance.
Hello there, I just left my
Okay.
wife. Do you have a spare spot in your bed?
Vincent Price, able to turn any man gay. That's not a joke either. He
Your
probably
host, my
could.
dear.
Oh, yeah. No, the mustache
It's
alone.
almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down
She's
in the
so
living room.
tiny compared to
All
him.
right,
Look at
Mr.
her.
Lloyd. I'll be right down.
Even the men are tiny compared to him.
Who was taller, him or Christopher Lee?
I think they were. We've looked this up before. I think Christopher Lee had him beat out by like an inch or two. I'll look that up. Also, ahead.
Damn it, I packed the wrong head for this.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Somebody mixed up my luggage.
No, you know what would be a fun movie to watch is that weird-ass Gumby movie. But then I'd have to watch it again. Did she forget how to scream? Yeah. It's the head of the monk from Horror Express. Oh my god, we're connecting all the movies together.
All right, so Christopher Lee beat out Vincent Price by 1 inch.
Damn.
Christopher Lee was 6'5", Vincent Price was 6'4". And also, thanks to looking that up, I have pictures of him without a mustache, and I must divert my eyes.
You cannot share that. I'm sorry, but that is against the law.
I agree. I agree. All those pictures need to be scrubbed from the internet. Please, go take care of that.
Where's Nora? Miss Manning.
That motherfucker's drunk.
Yeah, which one in the room? I feel like there's more than just one.
The one in the chair is more drunk than everyone else.
Nora, what happened?
He started drinking before he arrived at this place. Let's be serious.
It's possible.
Somebody said, you mean Vincent Price wasn't born with a mustache? No, he lost a bet and apparently had to get it shaved at one point.
That's
Sir,
Jonas
can you please
Stein.
take your sex doll and leave?
They've been caretakers here for years. She's blind, you know.
Can you ask her where she... Does she just like skateboarding? And as a blind person, I feel like that's dangerous.
It looks like we have a real case of hysteria.
Skateboarding granny, go.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
I feel like that's just going to end badly.
That should
Oh,
be
honey, you actually got dressed for a change. Did you bathe?
That
Hello, my dear. This
belt
my
is a
wife.
little too long. She's gonna
These
trip
are our
over that thing.
guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent.
It's not whether or not she'll trip
Richard
over it, it's whether or not it looks
Manning,
good before she has to
and,
take it off.
This is Lance Schroeder.
Oh, we know which one she's eye fucking.
This is Mr. I.P. Freely. Oh, sorry, Lance Schroeder.
Is the million? Yes, the millionaire guy is Vincent Price.
Yes.
There are people in
May
our
I
chat
have
who's
your
never
attention,
seen a
please?
Vincent Price movie,
I
which
think
is
you all
fine.
remember the
There
bargain we
are,
made about staying all night.
Just for some recommendations, we do have a couple more public
any of you
domain
don't
films that
survive,
have Vincent Price. The Bat, which was
$50,000
another
will
one
be
that was up
divided
for
amongst the
tonight.
rest.
Yeah,
is
that one will
If I
happen
should
next
die,
time.
The one that you mentioned before, Dr. Phoebes, or
you will
Dr.
be
Phoebe.
paid by my estate.
I
When the
think
door
there's
is
a couple
locked
other
from the
ones too, but
outside by the caretaker,
you have to
we'll
remember
all
that
be
Vincent
forced
Price
to
had
stay in
a
this house until
lot
tomorrow.
of really good
Any
roles.
Oh,
in
you
the
know
cast.
which
not
would
to
be
stay,
really
you
good? I
speak
wish we
to
could
the
show. Do you
caretakers
remember
now.
the one we
You
watched, The
won't have a
Con?
chance to change your minds later.
Vincent
three-
Price? Oh,
the-
Dark
There's one way
Palace?
to get out.
The one that's the 3 stories?
don't want to stay.
Wait.
No, I'm thinking of it. Yeah, I know what one you're talking about.
That would be a fun one, because he did a lot of Edgar Allan Poe stuff, too.
Yeah, he did a lot of Poe stuff. He did a lot of stuff for the early days of Roger Corman. He did
Or
a
The
version
Masquerade of Red Death would be a fun one to show.
of the Mask of the Red Death was a great one. That was that was a Corman film, I'm pretty sure.
Midnight yet? Who told you they could leave?
They never leave.
He also did a lot of early like you said, Poe and or Lovecraft adaptations, because we watched Dark Palace with him.
Yeah, he was a fan of both.
We're
Yep.
all locked in now.
And
I don't
that
wanna
movie
stay.
actually has the
Sorry,
Necronomicon,
my
which is
dear,
funny.
it's too late now.
But Vincent
Have you
Price's
had enough
big
of
breakthrough
silly
role
games?
was in
Yes,
1953,
guys up here for these
in
people.
ironically in a movie that was filmed in color, and this
But
is
pay
black
them
and white,
first.
because they did actually alternate back in the 50s.
This is your
And
time. Remember.
it was a movie called House of Wax, not to be confused
Oh,
with
I
the
love that movie.
That was his
There's a black
breakthrough.
and white
You will
version
all
of
have
that,
to
too.
stay in this house
There
until 8
is, yes,
o'clock.
but I think the theatrical version when they had it
We
in
have
theaters
some
was in
party
color
favors
at the
for
time. I think the black and white version was when they made it for TV.
I want
here
my
you-
gun stowed in something like this.
Idea.
And here you have all of your... Oh, sorry, these were supposed to
I
be
suppose you
dead
all know how
mice.
to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb.
He also
and
should not have his
pull the
finger on the trigger, unless he's going to do that.
It's a fake gun.
I
You
know.
see, they're loaded.
Also, I don't
Webb
think
would go
Hollywood...
nuts, though.
Also, to be fair, I don't think Hollywood learned trigger discipline until
You
about...
can tell who may have actually been in the military in this just by how they're holding their guns, because a lot of them do know to keep their fingers off the triggers.
Vincent Price was in the military.
Nora?
He did it to fuck with them, but I'm saying, like, you can tell definitely who knows to keep their fingers off.
Yeah, he has his off.
To
You
be
can
fair,
tell.
though, Vincent was just using it. That's why his finger was on it.
And here's yours, dear.
Even she kept her finger off of it.
It was your idea.
They had
Also-
somebody on set
No, she
telling
may
them
want to use
how
it
to
on
hold
me.
those
Oh,
guns.
Also, you didn't give them 22s.
That one
You
doesn't
gave-
have a trigger.
Throw these guns away. They won't do you
I'm
any
not
Yeah, they
screwing with you. If you look
I
at it, there's
agree
no
with Richard
trigger.
on that point.
You're
Although
probably
not for the
right,
same
considering that these were all supposed to be set guns. A lot of the times they did that, unless it was a shot where it had to be fired.
Little party favors.
I didn't
Suppose
notice
Nora
that
had had a
before.
gun when
The
she
first time
mistook
I've
the
noticed that
blind
in the
woman for a
movie.
ghost.
If you
I
look
don't
too,
think
sometimes
anyone
they
else
won't.
is
Sometimes
going to
they'll
walk
remove the
around
hammer.
Oh, I'm sure we're
That
not
one's
gonna
got
go
it on
running
there.
around
I guess
the
for
house
the ones
shooting
that
each
have to
other,
be
aren't you?
closer to be
Who
inspected.
knows?
Yeah, those have
Yeah.
hammers
Fear
on
makes
them right
people do
now.
amazing things.
It's like any kind of a prop on a film set. A lot of the times, what you'll have is close props, and then you will have background props. And background props, you can get away with a lot more because most of the time they're out of focus and they're not being focused on in the scene.
They never found any heads.
But you have to have
Would
the
you like to see
upfront
one of those
ones.
heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well,
I don't want to see somebody's dick. Why are you asking everybody if they want to see head?
That is what everyone in that room was thinking. Except Vincent Price. He's like, maybe I want to see the dick.
darling, I really don't need this.
I do like her earrings.
Lady, your husband that wants to bump you off is literally giving you a gun. You're a moron.
Yeah,
Also,
that doesn't have a trigger.
does anybody else find it funny that instead of giving people 22s, he gave them
Just
Colt
go look
45
in my-
pistols, which means if you shoot somebody with that, they're probably gonna die.
He knows what he's doing.
It's like, well, no, but the thing is, like, you might be able to survive a 22. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
That is also a very small suitcase. Well, I guess it's just for one night.
But it was in
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like an
a
overnight
woman's
bag.
head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Lady, I'm drunk and I'm looking at you like you're drunk.
I'll take the sedative. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. I know when not to be in a room with a yelling woman.
That look from him is just like, bitch.
I wish you'd
Yeah,
taken
no,
the
I love him. He is such a great, because just the faces he makes.
Look, Doc, I think
I don't even think the director gave him anything to do. He's like, just, you know what to do. You're a character actor.
The doctor or Vincent
The
Price?
drunko.
Too drunk to know what he's
Yes.
talking about.
I wonder.
Because he makes some funny background faces if you really watch him.
I'm just gonna wander back here. Maybe I'll feel up the curtains.
Do you think
I mean,
it
they're
would do any good
probably
if you went in
velvet.
and
Those won't be too
talked
bad.
to her?
Do you think they really was?
He'll get lost
a
in them, though.
suitcase?
Yeah, but is it really that
Like
bad?
that would put me right.
No, I mean, it provides hours of entertainment for the
Stay
simple-minded.
up here. I mean, in case she needs help.
All right. I'll be in my room.
So I'm glad
Also-
you guys are enjoying our riffs.
Thanks.
Also, for the love of God, hire a cleaning person. I can see the cobwebs.
Look, they keep trying to get rid of the spiders, but they keep getting bigger and coming back. They decided after, like, the giant one that was about the size of the hallway, they just leave them alone.
No, but here's the one thing I don't understand about it is, like, you won't clean the cobwebs, but at the same time, you're lighting candles
I don't
everywhere.
believe in ghosts, nor in frightening
You're
women.
I
asking
mean, the
for
guy wanted to get rid of the
Nora's case has
house.
gone far enough. Perhaps too
Yeah,
far.
the crazy dude, not Vincent Price.
Don't frighten her anymore.
He's insured, it's fine. I'm sure if he
Don't
jumps
fight-
out the window, he'll at least live. Once again, that is a real house that still exists today.
I always thought that was a miniature.
Nope, it's an actual house. It's, I want to say it was an artist house or something, because it's on their wiki about it. I thought it was
feel
a
like-
miniature too, and I had to look it up. It is an actual house.
I feel like I'm going to see this guy's bandage switch sides of his head by accident. Or maybe it's just because I've watched Young Frankenstein too many times.
Nora?
Yeah, it's fine if you want to nerd out about guns that you see in these. We're doing these riffs so that you can all find something to laugh at. And...
Oh boy, there's a head.
Oh my god, they found my wig.
Who put this furry basketball in here?
Nora!
Hey, Nora, look, I found the head.
Hey, look what I found. Here's your damn head.
Got even a little ascot on, too. Man
What are you
disappears with a
motherfuckers?
knife.
Motherfucker, you keep that away from me.
In a little while, she'll be one of them.
This is the new suit.
Where's Nora?
Now, you're gonna get blood on the table now.
Where is she? It's too late. It's too late.
Maybe not go
Why?
near the man pointing the knife at
Richard,
you.
if you know where
I was
she
about
is,
to say, when you
tell
have a
me
gun,
now.
why are you getting into stab range?
There's nothing you can do.
He's not a smart man. He's there for his looks.
Well, that didn't sound good. Or it sounded very good, but depending on how you take that. Nope. Just like David Carradine.
Nice. You were waiting to make that joke. I think you made that the last time we watched this, too.
I make that joke anytime I see a hanging in a movie. Especially if it's done with nylon.
This is some very big nylon, Mike.
I said especially if it's done with nylon. I didn't say exclusively.
Remember, this actually would have been disturbing for back then. Even though you don't actually see the hanging, that would have been considered very disturbing.
They usually don't show as much of the body. A lot of the times, if they had hangings back then, you'd just see, like, maybe the feet dangling a little bit, but you wouldn't go all the way up until you actually saw torso. So, yeah, that was a bit more revealing. But that's also saying, earlier in this movie, we just had actually, we had 2 severed heads, even though I think it was technically a fake.
I think it was supposed to be the same one. Nico,
She's
go
dead,
outside.
Mr. Lauren.
God damn it, my wife's dead.
Suicide.
He's just upset because he couldn't be the one to kill her.
How the fuck is that suicide? What was she standing on?
It was the 50s. They didn't understand how suicide worked.
I think they understood how gravity works.
Somebody got lost in the velvet again.
Yep. See, this is why you have to have, like, one of those things at a bank. You know, one of those little things with the velvet. You know,
the tassel?
velvet straps.
Please hide.
They don't have tassels anymore.
I have one. I have a curtain tassel. You can still buy them.
Yeah, but banks don't do it anymore. They went the pseudo-modern route. I used to like it when everything in a bank felt like it was, you know, the interior of a nice car.
Put me in that room.
I remember when banks used to give you free shit just for signing up. You close your account, then you go open it back up just so you get some free shit.
Who?
When was this movie made? 1950?
1959.
Thank you.
Sure about this?
Hey, is the Dunwich Horror the original one in public domain, do you know?
I have
Anybody
no
seen you since you
idea. I'd
left
have to look that up.
I heard some people
There you
in
go.
that room, but I went by and
No, Mike, don't you know scientists retcon gravity? Well, they already retconned biology. I don't know, I'm gonna get in trouble.
If it retcon gravity, does that mean I lost weight?
You have been looking
Lawrence says
thinner.
he committed suicide,
And floating a little bit.
But I think somebody
Yeah.
killed her.
I assume that was my natural bubbliness. Alright, so the Dunwich Horror? That was from...
It was, The Village of the Damned. Sorry, I'm so used to calling it that because it's actually based off, you know, the Dunwich Horror.
It was 1960.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is still owned by MGM.
The living room?
Damn.
Okay. In a minute.
That's a fun movie.
Yes, it is. The remake honestly wasn't as that terrible.
I think I have a soft spot for the original because of the stories that happened in my family.
Don't let anybody
Because
Yeah.
my mom has albinoism in her eyes, so they're almost completely white.
I'll get back as soon as I can.
And apparently, when she was younger, because of that movie, people were afraid of her.
Part of the
You
fire.
have to. You use it.
Do you know how to fire a gun?
Point and shoot.
You're technically right.
Did the remake have Jeffrey Combs for 3 seconds? I don't remember if it did or not.
The remake had Christopher Reeves in the main role before the horse accident. I'm pretty sure it was Christopher Reeves.
It's been forever since I've seen the remake. Was there 2 remakes or only 1?
I think there may be 2. Because they have made the Dunwich Horror as an actual movie. It was made in 1970, but as far as Village of the Damned goes, I'm pretty sure the only one that I know of is the single remake they did in the 90s.
I remember that one. Couldn't remember if there was another one.
Bitch, I caught you breathing.
So greedy.
Vincent,
You just see one finger go up and then slowly come down between the spot.
Vincent, don't. Oh, God.
What do you
Vincent,
do?
don't choke him. We need him for Star
What
Trek.
do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
Drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
Yes, he is.
All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk.
Get out, you sot, and don't come back in
He
this
was
room
in,
again.
he was a bit character in one episode of Star Trek.
I wouldn't call it a bit character, but
I mean...
yeah, it was a single episode.
And both him and Vincent Price have both been in the Batman show.
Yep. Vincent Price was the Eggman.
Egghead.
Yeah, same difference. Honestly, how many egg-themed supervillains does Batman have?
Shut up, Mike. They need to bring that character. No, you know what character I
What's
want
her
back so badly?
Nora.
The Pharaoh.
Really?
I love that episode. And plus, that actor is fucking amazing, especially when you realize he's another Shakespearean
Isn't there
actor.
some way we can get out of this house now?
Oh, God, the amount of
No.
fucking goofy shit
no,
that
no.
they asked those people to
We
do.
could try breaking out.
The
You're a
only
Shakespearean
door
actor.
outside
Yes, I
is
am.
this.
You're going to play an
Wash the
Egyptian-themed villain.
windows are set in solid
I mean, to be
stone.
fair,
Fuck yeah.
back in these days, most of these people had to start on theater in order
I'm
to
not
get
afraid
into
of your
films.
ghosts.
Well, no, he enjoyed getting to do something sillier because he always did
afraid.
like serious roles and stuff because he had the deep voice
When
and
we came here a
everything.
few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get.
I thought it was Egghead,
Now,
not
however, we
Eggman.
share something else.
I can't remember.
The death of Mrs. Lauren.
I couldn't remember who was Egghead or the
So far
Eggman.
tonight,
I'm gonna have to look this up, aren't I?
one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria.
It's Egghead.
And one of us is dead. Were these accidents?
One of the gayest looking
Suicide?
Batman villains, and I won't hide
We must
that.
stay here for 6 more
It was the
hours.
60s.
It was.
Free love, no AIDS.
Mike,
No,
no.
no. Who will be next? How will it happen?
You're not wrong, just no.
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were
He's
the
in
first
the
one to
audio
see my
series? I
wife,
haven't
yeah?
actually listened to that yet.
Did you also see anything
was in
that
the
she
audio
could have
series?
climbed
Vincent
up
Price?
on
Pharaoh.
and then jumped?
Oh.
No.
I like that. Again, I like Egypt and stuff, and I like that villain. He's just got such a fun episode. You can tell the actor just had a blast. Well, I think every actor on that show had a blast.
How then did she
Kind of.
get
I mean, you're just basically getting paid to be goofy for like a
Exactly,
few
Mr.
hours.
Warren.
I
How?
mean,
She couldn't have
Here's
pulled
the-
herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the
Like-
ceiling. Do you think your wife
I think you're right about the whole thing about like serious actors like to be goofy every once in a while. And that was kind of their outlet for that. Because it wasn't as much of a stigma back then for actors to do, especially character actors,
Or you,
to do
Mr.
television and films.
To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
Yes, I am saying this
We're all
right now on
strangers to
recording.
your
If somebody sends me
Only
Hogwarts
you had a
Legacy, I
motive
will
for
play
murder.
it.
Somebody
Well,
said you
husband,
what?
hasn't it some
The
time
new
wanted to kill
Harry
his wife?
Potter game.
But husband
Kill
hasn't found the
me.
opportunities to do it
I
in
feel
such a
bad
way
for the
that he'd
devs.
never
They've been
be
getting
suspected.
attacked nonstop.
I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from
Like,
a
to the
ceiling
point
by
people
a
are
rope.
actually, like,
Fact remains
giving
that you or
information
one of
out on
us
their children.
Murdered Mrs. Lauren. And that's
Why
my-
does it always resort
how
to
do we
that
get
eventually?
That's my point.
Because certain
Regardless
groups
of
have
the moral.
no morals,
What
and it
began
used
as
to
a
be an
silly party
internet
given
rule
by an
not to
eccentric
ever get
has now
children
involved us
involved
all
in
in
things
murder.
or family members.
For once,
And you
Even
can see
the
certain
mafia
groups.
used to
Another
not get
murder's
kids
in the works.
involved.
Well,
Come on,
certain
people.
groups
Another
think it's
murder.
okay to dox
Why
people's
not?
family members and
Maybe
children
more
if they don't get their way.
And
And it's all
yep.
because these
Why
people are
should even
working on a
millionaire
game they were
want to give
paid
each
to
of us
work on.
$10,000 to spend one night
What
in
is
this
so
gloomy
so?
old house?
What is everybody's
See some
problem
ghosts,
with
have a
this
party.
game? Is
Because
it
Harry
just-
Potter bad now.
No.
Have you finished trying me?
Oh,
Doctor?
what? Because
Is the
everybody's
verdict
fucking
guilty
on
of
the
murder?
anti-trans
This
thing
isn't
with
getting us
J.K.
anywhere.
Rowling.
Somebody
Yep.
killed Mrs. Lauren. We know that. One of us
I
is
stopped
guilty, the
caring
rest
because
of us
I
are
hate
innocent,
that
okay?
series anyway.
Same, but I
The next
really
6
feel
hours
bad for the
protect
developers.
ourselves from each
So I
other.
said I
Yeah.
would support it if somebody sends it to me because I ain't giving
I
them
don't
60
think
bucks.
anything. Just know that I'm going to my room.
Look,
If
I did
anybody
one
comes
Harry
in, I'll
Potter
shoot
game
him.
and pissed off that fan base. I'm
Over.
okay with doing it
And
again.
if
Wait
we
a-
all stay in our
Wait a
rooms,
minute.
we'll be
Was
safe.
it a
Porn game.
dating?
Because the innocent will have no
Yeah,
reason to
that
leave
was what I
their
was about to
room.
ask.
Yeah, by
And the
Akaba.
guilty
That-
will admit
that
his
makes
guilt
sense.
if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
And we're all agreed.
Every single one of us has guns. We're perfectly safe.
We're over.
I mean, we could just shoot each other. That'll solve all the problems.
Guns?
This isn't the Hateful Eight.
I tell you, it doesn't make any difference.
Oh, you know what
Through
movie I
with
want?
us.
No, it's probably not in public domain. Is 12 Angry Men?
No, that's owned by Warner Brothers, I think.
Yeah, they ain't giving that up.
That is a good movie, though.
It is. That's why I was like, I wonder if we could show that. That is a real. That was actually one I watched in my law class, and it was a lot of fun.
I remember watching that because we had to study the play, and we had to actually act out the play.
Oh, we didn't get to do that. We just had to watch it. Well, we had to watch it for law class to talk about it. And it was it was probably the most fun, one of the most fun classes because of actually getting to talk about the law and stuff in the movie and everything.
Yeah, no, it's a really good drama. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and you have good character actors in there and good stars playing in it because you have Henry Fonda as the lead, you have Lee Cobb as the pseudo antagonist. There's a couple other people in there I'm pretty sure that are notable actors too, but those are the two big ones. And for those people who don't know who Lee Cobb is, he actually originated Willie Loman on Broadway. Willie Loman from Death of a Salesman. He was also in, he's the main antagonist in Marlon Brando's On the Waterfront. He did, oh God, I'm trying to remember. I know he did a lot of roles, but he was a lot of the times, he was a character actor, and he was also kind of he never really played like, he was never a leading man, quote unquote. He was always a very good character actor. Sometimes he was an antagonist because he was good at playing a tough guy or an asshole. But very good actor. God damn it. Cubic zirconium, I knew it.
Let's not give the drunk man a gun, or we will.
Next person that comes through that door is getting plugged. Going to light some candles, take off my watch, take out a Playboy, and rub one out.
That's just a normal Tuesday for him.
Motherfucker, who writes like that? He's pressing a pen to paper.
I locked my door, you're not getting in.
Somebody's caressing my door.
The doorknob molester strikes again.
Must just be horny ghosts.
Bloody doorknob.
You know, if you just ask, I'd let you come in and do it to my balls, but you didn't.
I mean, I'm fine with her getting bumped off. She really hasn't done anything in the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, if she fired that gun, I feel like her wrist would break. And we have the payoff for that. Who keeps... God damn it, who keeps spilling vats of ketchup in rooms above me?
Somebody just really wants to mess with her.
Why
is it they don't? Because the house is locked up right now.
Here's my question in all of this, and I know it's because we didn't get a toilet in movies until a year after this, but what happens if one of them has to go to the bathroom?
Okay.
Then it happens off screen.
They've all gone to their rooms and locked.
No, but I'm just saying, like, in this scenario where you're staying locked in your rooms at all costs, like...
Oh, they probably have bathrooms in the rooms, I imagine.
And he did.
Oh, no, they don't. Not in old places like this. You had one bathroom per floor.
Ask me to help him.
Unless it was the master bedroom, which I guarantee you none of them are in.
Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with fuck you, that's why.
What if he finds out you're alive? No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now just lock yourself in.
You're perfectly safe here, even though you're barred into a room in a house with a crazy person. And ghosts. Lots of ghosts.
If I find a way out,
and an old lady on a scooter.
That lady can really book it, let's face it.
Yep. That dolly is like a prehistoric Segway.
It's okay, I'm used to your autism, people. The velvet wasn't hiding a mirror or a window. We've been lied to.
I wonder. This wall feels oddly like cardboard. Maybe if I feel around a little bit more.
Look, it's a rule. Every old house has to have at least 3 hidden doors.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. And now the audience is deaf.
I'm just gonna walk in. Oh, God damn it! thought this was like a supermarket door. Why won't it open? Hey
Sorry,
guys.
Chad, I forgot about that sound, I'm gonna be honest.
Hey guys, anybody there? Oh my god, it's ghosts. No, I'm actually in the wall.
The ghosts
Get like an
sound like
axe.
they're so close to me.
Yeah, there you go.
God, it would suck if you had a cat in this house, just lose it. Which wall is it in this time? I love this effect, it's just so weird.
Okay. No, no, no.
This part makes even little, like, less sense once you realize, once this is told what this is.
Oh yeah, no. This makes absolutely no sense. Unless this woman is actually going crazy, which is very possible. Hello.
I never liked you, Annabelle.
Goodbye. I just wanted to touch you
Oh
with
god,
my
the
dead.
cuts in this entire scene are terrible.
Wow. Goodbye. Bye.
You know, you could have told her to do something. Nope, okay.
Why didn't you grab the gun before that?
Shock? I too run with my gun flailing about.
Whee! God damn it, why are you back?
She didn't do it right the first time, she had to try for a second time.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sure that's what every ghost in the house is thinking right now.
Oh my god, I'm just trying to sit down and enjoy my book and you won't stop screaming. I'm not even doing anything scary.
I want to use that joke if we ever do our ghost campaign again.
That was a one-off, so.
It was a fun one-off. We all managed to finally work together at the end.
Yeah, to murder all the people that were in the house.
No, we left the butler alive. He was a good boy.
Yeah, you just got him out of the building.
And it didn't take much for me to convince everyone, too.
Play take me out of the ball game.
You're not paying me enough for that one.
Play Freebird.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I can actually listen to that guitar solo on loop for an infinite amount of time.
After that, after the con, never again.
What?
You guys were blasting that walking, remember?
Yeah, because Freebird's awesome. Do you know how many stupid movie scenes have been played to that guitar solo?
Yeah.
I can think of at least 4.
When Vincent Price points a gun at you, you drop your gun.
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room.
Look, we're going to go back to your room, and then we're going to forget anything after that ever happened.
Organ music?
That, and someone...
Organ music?
Yeah, the thing that was just playing. It's an organ.
No, I know it's an organ. I was making a joke.
You have a gun, I have a gun. We have guns!
Why not together?
There may be
We
only
both have
minutes taken
guns. Why are we
from
afraid of
someone's life.
ghosts?
Why waste time?
I wonder...
Well, I mean,
Now I just want to see them shooting ghosts. Now go up behind him and shoot him in the back. Dang it.
nope, this isn't The Departed. Now it's time to pop a cap in every ass in this hallway. Don't worry about me. I'm just coming in here to desecrate a corpse.
I feel like he's done that a lot, honestly.
I mean, he's a doctor in this day and age, probably. Hello!
Remember, you're not supposed to breathe.
It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
And she's come back to life. It's magic.
Hallelujah.
Here's my question, though, in this scenario. What happens if Vincent Price stood there for like 10 minutes? She would eventually have to breathe.
You've done it.
That would have been interesting to see.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where, like, if he didn't believe it off the top of his head, he'd just, like, stand there staring at the body like, I'm waiting for you. I know you're going to breathe.
Better just start tickling the body.
I'll stand here until you do. Oh, that's why she has the corset on,
First,
so they
I
couldn't
get
tell,
Nora to want
quote
to protect
unquote.
herself with a gun.
You can still tell when somebody's
You appeared to
diaphragm
everything
moves.
began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch.
That is an actual response to taking that thing off.
It'll be worth all of our planning,
And to
darling.
be fair, it probably actually worked in the
Where's
movie
Nora
the same
now?
way it would have in real life.
What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared.
That
she'll
face
shoot
of,
the
oh,
first thing
thank
that
you,
moves.
God, is probably what she was actually thinking.
Although to be fair, I will not see a more horrifying waste
David, are you
management
sure you're
accident than
suspected?
fucking
Of what?
the beginning of House of
Hysterical
Wax.
girl accidentally shoot somebody?
That
Who would suspect you of
that
insanity?
woman, I don't think could even digest things.
We're just a ghost party gag. We'll claim
There
it
are
was a
people
dummy
who
sometime
take
the
those
others touched
corsets even now
We can't
way
take
too
it.
far.
But they had no
Oh,
idea
yeah,
what they
I
were
know.
really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned.
Unless
is
my
working
waist is the
perfectly.
diameter of my spinal
Nora is
cord,
sure
I am
Frederick
not going to be
murdered you.
happy.
She thinks Frederick attacked her in the
God
cellar.
forbid anyone stand outside
It's
this
almost
room
out of
and
her
put their
mind.
ear to that door.
The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there,
Because
she'll
they're not
shoot.
even trying to be quiet.
Taking
I mean, to
too
be
long.
fair, they think everybody else is in their
David,
rooms
you ought
except
to
for
be
Vincent
there.
Price, who's skulking around with a gun.
The one you
No, we
want
have-
to think to have that you want to think is you're dead, and you've
You hear the
decided
shot.
to let him skulk
Come down
around.
to the cellar.
I mean, they do have to make his death look like an accident. There are 10 other people in this house that aren't in on this. Or like 5
You
or
can
6
wear a
of them.
corset comfortably, yes. It depends on what it's made of, how tight it is. If you have it ultra tight, it's not going to be comfy. If it's a little bit looser, it'll be better.
Oh yeah, come back down into the room where you got the shit scared out of you earlier. Great idea.
She's hoping to see Granny do a trick.
I need you to teach me the ways of dolly rolling. It looks so comfortable and smooth.
That makes you wonder if, you know, they're in on it too, or not.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, they do technically work at the house, quote unquote, so.
Hey, bub. Yeah, I know you went outside. Hey, good girl.
Hello!
No!
Oh, God, my spleen!
Look, it's Vincent Price. If he doesn't get shot, he's getting burned in every other movie.
Bitch, help him! You just shot the man and ran away! Motherfucker, how long were you waiting there?
Oh, 20, 30 minutes. I figured someone would come down here eventually.
You have no idea how long I had to hold that fart in back there. Ah, right there. Alright, come on, Vince. We're gonna go take a bath. Alright, now I'm gonna roll you. Oh! Ooh. Does anybody else hear steam escaping?
Smells like something is cooking.
I don't know if you want to cook something the way he's being cooked, but yeah.
I mean, you get nice bleached bones out of it, apparently.
Maybe you shouldn't be walking around in the house where everybody thinks you got hanged.
He's not very smart. Also, reminder, Vincent Price usually does get cooked in every other movie.
Yeah, but in every other movie, he's usually playing more of a clear-cut bad guy.
David?
House of Wax.
But yeah, House of Wax, he's
He's not really the bad guy at the beginning, though.
No, Dark Palace, he has a dual role. This movie's pretty much sort of the bad guy. The Tingler, he's not. The baddie's
He's not really a bad guy in this one.
I mean, see, here's the thing.
They're
Everybody
both
in this
kind of
movie
awful
pretty
people.
much. I was gonna say everybody in this movie is kind of just an awful person, so it's kind of It makes it kind of interesting because you don't really care if they get horribly tortured before they die, except for the main chick. She's the only one that's kind of not a dipshit. Well, shit.
Ooh, I wonder what's in here.
Vinny? You in there?
I love this effect. This is where I think in the theater the skeleton shows up. This is such a fun little effect.
Oh god, I needed that shower.
So clean. I'm shining. Purities of... That's damn right I'm a price apologist. Everyone deserves it when he burns. Fear it. Fear the skeleton.
Honey, have you seen my skin?
Got it all. Everything I have. Even my
Yeah,
life.
but you can see the strings.
But you're not
I mean, to be
going
fair,
free
I kind of
from
understand
joy.
running away from it, even if you're not
Come with
terrified
me,
of it, because it's
Wes.
covered in acid.
Come with me.
I mean, it's a skeleton. You could technically kick it and break it. That was probably also what... No, that was an actual human skeleton, wasn't it?
This? I don't know. If it was just an anatomical one.
Yeah, no, that's what they usually use.
Yeah,
They were
but I mean,
cheaper
if it
than
was-
actually making them.
Yeah, back then they were.
I love that
there you
little
go.
push. That little itty bitty push.
And now.
Yeah, she did. Wicked, that was terrible. It was a terrible joke. Yeah, no, if somebody sends me the game, I do plan on streaming it.
See, we're getting the end of the Scooby-Doo episode where we find out what was really happening, but the Scooby-Doo just didn't show up to save the day, and everybody died.
Scooby-Doo would have been on Vincent Price's side.
Yeah. He looks like he's very pleased with himself, and I would be too.
I love that this was the reason why I mentioned they purposely made it so that you would see the ropes and the strings and everything, and I love it.
The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
Are you going to explain how you're,
That's a perfectly good prop you could have used again.
Are you going to explain why you're not shot magically? Because I'm pretty sure all those guns were still loaded with live ammunition.
No, I think only his is. I think the rest of them had fake bullets, blanks in it.
But every single one of these idiots was a dumbass for not to check that.
Every one of these idiots, you never saw one of them check the gun.
It's him.
That's
They
true.
just believed what he said.
You didn't
To be
shoot
fair, one of
anyone,
them
my
is
dear.
drunk, so we wouldn't have
I
there
heard
loaded
we
it.
your gun with blanks.
Oh, just hers.
I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
We sentence you to more movies. The fitting punishment for Vincent Price. It is a vat of acid, yes.
Now they're 9.
You know what? I'm done with life. Let's
Someone
do this.
push Drunky in there.
He's drunk. I don't even know if you have to. He'll just stumble in eventually.
They're coming for me now.
Jump in, jump in, jump in.
And then they'll come for you.
Oh, you know what I wonder what's, I wonder if 13 Ghosts is in public domain.
I don't think I've seen that one on any of the websites, but it's possible.
So that was House on Haunted Hill, everybody. I would say, do you guys want another movie? But I'm not sure if Mike wants to do another one tonight or not.